Rebecca Byers, and I'm going to begin by telling you a story. So, there was this little girl, and she was telling her mom that all she wanted was a dog. Just a cute little puppy to call her own. It's all she ever wanted. But her mom was allergic, so she couldn't, of course. She was crying and was so upset. She went to school the next day and told her friends all about it, and her friends were feeling bad. She goes, I just want a dog. That's all I want. Then this little boy comes over and is like, a dog? Why would you want a dog for a pet when you can have a cat? She looked at him. A cat? Dogs make way better pets. They went back and forth, yelling and fighting, and soon all the other kids joined in, and all of them were getting in a fight about which was better, a cat or a dog. The whole thing ended when the little boy fell on the floor with a bloody nose, and the girl had her fist like this. Of course, she got sent to the principal's office, and she got a red sticker instead of a star that day. When she got home, her mom asked her, Sweetie, why did you get in this big fight and punch that little boy? She said, Well, Mom, he said that cats were better pets than dogs. Mom looks at her. You got over a fight over what was better, cats or dogs? The end. Now, that story is not true at all. But I'm sure many of us have encountered the age-old question of what's better, a cat or a dog for a pet. Now, this isn't a life or death question, at least it shouldn't be, but many of us, I'm sure, already kind of have an answer to this. And my goal is to persuade you to pick a side. Now, I know you all just probably have one in the back of your head that you just use, but I want you to have a reason behind it. And so that's what I'm going to try to help you do. When I was doing lots of research on this, I found that based on the evidence, I found dogs, they make the better pets. Let me try to convince you. Before we get into the pros and cons of which one's better, or which one makes better pets just based off of how they act, let's look at the history behind each animal. First, let's look at cats. Cats are first seen as a part of human life after the nomadic period when they start to settle down. Rodent population began to grow, and so cats began to live around these people. Slowly, they just naturally evolved to living around people, or the domestic cat. Also, many of us know that cats and Egyptians have a very strong connection with their culture and everything. But when Egypt was overtaken by the Roman Empire, cats were widespread in Europe, all over. And many say that cats were on the Mayflower with Columbus when he came over to America. After World War I ended, the cats were commonly accepted as household pets in the U.S. Cats have been a part of our environment for many, many years, but have only really been indoor cats for 50 or 60 years. We see that cats are outdoor animals. By nature, they're meant to be outside, roaming, not cooped up inside like many people keep them. Now, let's look at dogs. There is not as much information about dogs as there are cats, but it is recorded that dogs are the first animal to keep residence in a person's home. They are also the only animal to be found in societies with people all around the world. Cats have been a part of people's environment for a very long time, but dogs, they have been a part of humans' lives. Dogs were called to help herd and hunt, and they were even acting as early alarm systems. But also, they were the companions of man. Especially in America, dogs were the only domestic animal to be present in majority of Native American groups. Dogs were also a big part of the North American myth surrounding the circle of life. Other than America, the oldest domestic dog that no one argues that is a domestic dog was found in China in the early Neolithic period. It is also found that many dogs, they were treated like humans. They were almost equal to them with their burials and just the way they were treated. We see that dogs have been a companion for people for many years, hence the title, Man's Best Friend. That's how it came about. Now that I've given you a brief history of how the animals have been a part of our lives, let's look at the pros and cons of both. Let's start by the pros of cats. Cats are very independent animals. They do a lot on their own. They can pretty much fend for themselves by cleaning and even entertain themselves. They don't take a lot of training or anything, and they can be fun to watch sometimes. They are very quiet and laid-back pets. Dogs, on the other hand, are quite the opposite. They're very active. They're loving and loyal pets. By being so loyal, they'll listen to you when you call, and they love attention almost all the time, and you can play with them many different ways. They love to be active, and the owner has many opportunities to be a part of their lives and live with them. Dogs make great companions for people and are a part of them. Now, don't get me wrong, there are also cons to having a dog as a pet. Because they love so much attention, they can also get jealous and act on that. But again, that can easily be avoided with lots of love on your pet. Why else would you want one if you're not going to be a part of its life? They can also take a lot of work when it takes training them, but in the end, it's all worth it. Dogs are also natural chewers. They will chew on pretty much anything in your household. But with lots of training, that can easily be avoided. Dogs do take a lot of time and effort, but in the end, it's all worth it, and you'll have a great companion for your whole life. Now for some cons of cats. Because cats are so independent, that leaves very room for the owner to interact with them and be a part of their lives like you could be with a dog. Although cats are very loveful and playful, they also have a very lazy mode, and that seems to overrank the other ones. The laziness can lead to not listening to you when you call, even if they really can hear you. It can also cause you to not want to play with you unless they're in the mood. You just kind of leave them alone and fend for themselves, I guess. Even though they can clean this house, which is a pro, they can also leave little tiny hairballs all over your house. Cats love being outside. Also, we talked about they naturally want to be outside, but if you send them out once, they just want to keep going now, and that's all they want to do. But if you keep them cooped up inside, then they'll never really be happy the way that they're supposed to be. Cats are also vicious killers. They spend 1/3 of their day trying to kill animals or attempting to kill something in the house. As you can see, dogs have many benefits. They make the best pet because you want a pet that you can do stuff with, that you can play with and have fun with. They'll be your best friend, and that's what a dog is. They're a man's best friend. You want to be able to play with them and teach them tricks and know that they're going to be loyal to you. And dogs are always loyal. Now, don't get me wrong, there are many benefits to having a cat as a pet. Cats are very loving animals, and I know many people cherish your feline friend. Don't misunderstand what I'm trying to express to you. Cats are great pets. I just think dogs are a little better. Picture yourself on Christmas morning walking down the stairs. You see under the Christmas tree a whole bunch of presents, but there's just one that's wrapped in beautiful gold paper with a nice red bow right on top. You slowly peel off the wrapping paper and you look inside, and there is a little dog with blue eyes staring right up into you. And you know that this dog is going to be your lifelong companion for you as old as you grow, and they'll be with you, and you're going to train them and teach them. So, next time you're asked whether or not you like dogs or cats, have a reason behind your answer. You don't have an excuse anymore. I just gave you tons of great reasons why dogs make a better pet, which I think is true. But if you're not sure, do research on your own. And I'm sure that you'll find many reasons why dogs are the better pet. Yay! 1, 2, 3.